Hey guys, I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Marcella.
And we just got back from the movies. We just saw Love, Simon, and it was so cute. Oh my gosh.
It was so much fun going and seeing it.
It was a lot of fun.
We got to see an advanced screening of it in New York City, which was so much fun. We met up with our two friends, Ashley and Cynthia, and we had a ball. It was a lot of fun. It
was really cold waiting outside to go see it, but it was like so worth it because we absolutely adored the movie. It was so cute, and we actually have not read the book, which is really weird for us because always when there's a book to movie adaptation, we always read the book before going to see the movie. But for some reason,
this is one of the first times that we've actually done this, and it was an interesting experience. It was definitely different because we didn't know what was going to happen, so there was this like mystery element to it, which I actually liked. Yeah, I do want to read the book because I really loved the story, and the movie was fantastic.
Exactly. Yeah, we absolutely loved it. I enjoyed not knowing, actually. Like, I liked sitting down in the theater and not knowing what to expect and like who the guy was, like, and I liked having to guess, and like we were like whispering to each other like who we thought it was, and it was really cute. If you don't know what Love, Simon is about, it is about a boy, and Nick Robinson is Simon. He's our lead, and basically it's his story of being a teen who is gay and not out yet, and his journey of processing those emotions and what his family would feel about him and how his friends would think. And it's a really great coming of age story, and we really enjoyed it. And it's about acceptance and friendships and family, and
I really love the messages in the movie. I think that it's really important for everybody. I think everybody should see it, especially kids our age and kids younger than us, and I think that it was a great message. It really was.
Yeah, I think that this was a really great story that a lot of teens need to see and understand, you know, and I think Nick Robinson did a great job. We love him. If you don't know Nick Robinson, he is in The Fifth Wave, and he's also in Everything, and now he's in this one. So this is his third YA book to movie adaptation.
Yeah, I thought all the other characters too, though, were really enjoyable.
Yeah.
I mean, he was my favorite.
Yeah, me too. But Wally West is in this too.
Yes.
That was really cool because we didn't expect that. We knew, like, we knew Nick Robinson. We didn't know, like, the rest of the cast, really.
I didn't know that.
We didn't know much about this movie. We had two other actors that were in 13 Reasons Why were also in this one. And yeah, I thought the cast did a great job, and I think that they really captured high school, you know. I think they did a good job, like, portraying, like, what it feels to be a teens who are maneuvering high school with friendships and stuff, and all like the he said she said type of thing goes on, and I thought we really enjoyed it. We thought it was really sweet. I think we want to talk about some spoilers now.
Yeah, we're going to some spoilers.
So if you haven't seen it, we definitely recommend checking it out. We give it
A+. I honestly can't think of anything wrong with this movie. It really made us really happy, like, seeing it. And
we loved the theater.
We were literally like, gushing after seeing this movie. Honestly, it just gave you like.
We got like all the warm and fuzzy. We thought it was so cute.
A sweet story.
We thought it was very cute, and we felt really happy leaving the theater. So that's why it gets an A from us, 5 out of 5. We absolutely enjoyed it. We thought it was really sweet. All right, so now we're gonna talk about some spoilers. So right off the bat, I loved the writing in this movie. Like in the beginning, I liked the music too. We had a really good soundtrack, I thought too. I thought the soundtrack was really cool, but I loved the writing style and the parents. So like Josh Duhamel comes on the screen and we're like, I know him. I'm like, what is he from? I'm like, we know him. He's from Safe Haven.
He's from a lot of things.
He's from so many movies. Transformers and Life as We Know It, but we were like, oh my god, like the struggle of thinking that Nick Robinson is attractive, but also like his dad. Like
that is literally, and throughout the movie I keep looking at both of them, I'm like, wow, like there's such an age difference, but like you're both attractive to me. Like what is going on?
But and then Jennifer Garner's in it too. She plays the mom, and I love the conversation that we get at the end of the movie between Simon and his mom. I think that I think they did a really good job of showing, like, how he's almost afraid to come out to his parents because, you know, his father's, like, a quarterback. And I really like that they showed relationship between, like, his sister. And I thought it was so cute how his sister's, like, a really bad chef. And even though she's, like, a really bad chef, Simon's always like, yeah, good job. And he, like, doesn't eat her food. But he's like, you're doing so good. And he, like, buys her, like, that thing for Christmas. It was just really cute. But, yeah, I love the family.
Yeah, I really like the talk that I think that I like the talk with the mom better than the dad.
Yeah.
But I thought the talk with the dad was also really sweet because then the dad starts crying and yeah, that was just really, really, like, touching.
Yeah, when they first find out, it's, like, on Christmas, and when he first tells them, and they're just kind of like, okay. And it's kind of, like, awkward, because they didn't really know what to say. But then as the story went on, you know, like, he sat down, and he, like, talked to his mom, and I loved how his mom said to him, like, you know, you're still you. It doesn't change anything. And she said that she's like, now you could be you more openly. I thought that was really sweet. And I really think that Simon needed to hear that at that point, because at that point he had lost, like, all of his friends and everything. I thought the beginning of the movie, though, was really cute. How you see, like, there's this trend of him sitting in the car with, like, all of his friends getting coffee.
I love that. I love how he picked up all of his friends for school and they always got the coffees. I love that so much.
Yeah, and then you see, like, in the beginning they got, like, the 4 coffees.
And that's how the movie ends.
Yeah,
with all of them in the car with
and they got 5 coffees. And then you see him briefly get the 1 coffee. Like, I really liked how they did that transition. And I did like the music in it. I thought the music was good. I thought the cast was fantastic. I loved the friendships. I loved the scene with I love trying to figure out who Blue was. Like,
that was my favorite part of the movie.
Emailing him, and we're like, who is it?
Well,
we're
because
like, who do we think it is?
Switching. Initially, we thought it was Bram.
Yes.
And we got really, really excited because, like, we love that actor.
Yeah.
But then the scene that we get later on at the Halloween party, and you see Bram making out with the girl, I didn't even think twice about that. I was like, okay, it's not him. Like, I didn't think that was just that was, like, such a trick. It was like that was a trick. Yeah. That was unexpected because it ended up being him. Like, oh. And yeah, so the rest of the movie, we literally, like, were so convinced. We were, like, whispering to each other. It was definitely Cal.
Yeah, like, it has to be him.
Like, it has to be him because
he kept looking at him.
The voices kept changing, and so I never thought that it was the other guy, the one that he met, like, at
the Waffle House.
Yeah, I never thought it was him.
No, I didn't either. I did think, though, that
was kind of random.
I did think, though, that was gonna be another, like, gay guy who liked Simon at first. And I thought that it was gonna be kind of like, oh, I missed out on that opportunity because I wasn't out at that point. I thought they were gonna do something like that, but then they did the complete opposite, where he was interested in his friend.
Yeah, but I thought it was Cal literally up until the ending when they show us that it was Bram, which
we got so excited.
That was
we were really cheering in the theater.
That was my favorite part of the movie, was when Bram shows up and
the Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel. I love that so much. Yeah, that part.
Yeah, that scene, we started cheering in the theater. Yeah. We were so happy when
the theater was lit. Like, our theater, like, everybody was cheering along with everybody else.
Yeah. I did feel bad for Leah, though, and I know that our friends were telling us that in the book she's not into Simon at all, but I felt bad for her because you know that she was, and Simon was just like, oh yeah, definitely go out with like their other friend, and it was just like, no, like,
yeah, he was such a guy, like, you're so stupid, like, guys just are dumb.
Oh, like, it was just kind of like a train wreck in that way. It was like, I felt bad for her in that way. I did like, though, that at the end, you know, she was like walking the dog, and then she says, she's like, why did you tell Abby and not me first? And because that was his best friend, and he was like, it's because of that, like, because he's known her for so long.
He explained that he didn't want anything to change, and that was the that was a really big part of all of it, was that he just wanted to stay the same for that little bit more of high school, which is why it was so hard for him to come out to his friends and everybody.
I like this scene, though, that when I mentioned that his Daniel Radcliffe phase, when he would, like, wake up and it was like the Harry Potter poster.
Yes, I loved that so much.
I loved that. When he was, like, telling Blue about that, and Blue was like, oh yeah, I had a Jon Snow, and it was like,
yes, it was like everybody was, like, looking at, like, Daenerys, and I was just crushing on Jon Snow, like, bless.
I thought that was great. I really liked those references. And I love the scene when you get to see Simon's bookshelf, and we had Adam Silvera's book. We had The Fault in Our Stars. We had Ember in the Ashes.
I love that they threw that in.
We had really great, like, classic YA books. I love that they had that. I thought that was a really cool touch. And, yeah, that added a little bit more of, like, excitement to all of us watching the movie. Like, oh my god, I read those books. Like, I thought that was good.
One of my favorite parts was when we see Nick Robinson freaking singing. Like, can we just karaoke?
Yes.
Singing Justin Bieber, As Long As You Love Me.
We were dying in the theater. Dying.
Oh my gosh, him and Brant were singing it, right?
Yes. And then I loved when they were playing beer pong. I thought that was great. I'm like, I really want them, like, we should play beer pong with them.
Oh yeah, really.
Like, that was a great scene too. Martin. Now, our friends were telling us that in the book, he's more vicious, and I didn't get that really to that extent from him. Like, yeah, you know, he had his own character depth and everything, but when he outed Simon, we were so pissed. Like, it was like, oh, like, you felt so bad for him. And, you know, like, Simon says to him, he screams at him, he's like, you know, that was my choice. I'm the one that's supposed to be, that I'm the one that decides when I'm ready to actually admit this. And he took that from him. And, you know, I did like that confrontation, and I thought Nick Robinson looked really great delivering those lines.
He threw the F-bomb in there, and it was like...
Yes, but it was really good, and, you know, I think he needed to get that out there, and tell him, like, you know, like, that wasn't okay what you did. Like, he's like, I understood why you did it, because he was so ashamed of what happened to him and Abby that he wanted the focus to be on something else. And
but that was just so, it was so
mean. It was so mean.
I did like, though, at the end how he ended up paying for his last ride on the Ferris wheel. I thought that was good redemption. That they threw that in there. I mean, it wasn't really a redemption, but it was like a nice gesture.
Yeah.
So I did like that they threw that in there.
Yeah. I mean, when he first came out, it was like, it's me. It was like, like, no.
I thought he was like, no, it's not.
It's not, but like, I know this is really embarrassing for you, so let's pretend.
Yeah, drama teacher. Oh my gosh, dying. She was so funny.
Yes.
This movie, it was very comedic, I thought that her lines were really, really good. Like, she had the line about, like,
I love the Lion King. She's like, what did she say? She's like,
I left the Lion King for that.
I was an extra on the Lion King, and now I'm here.
Yeah. I love it. And then when she started yelling at the kids after they were teasing Simon. Yeah. I really love how she came in and she, like, told them all off. I thought that was amazing, that scene.
Yeah, we cheered at that scene too. It was good. You know, I felt really bad for Simon, even though you knew what he was doing was wrong when he was messing around with all of his friends' emotions and their love stories, their own love stories that there was going on. Like, he was started manipulating everybody in order to cover up his secret.
I feel like it was realistic.
Yeah, it was. Because
plotline, like, I feel like,
yeah, that's just how I think he would be, because he was so desperate.
Exactly, that's how he was dealing with it the best he could, and that's all that mattered in that moment, was he didn't want those emails to get out, which you knew. I was just waiting for it to happen, because of course it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but when it did happen, I think that like, I felt bad for him because his friends kind of isolated him in that way, and he was alone for a while, and then he wrote out, like, that great, like, letter to everybody, and then I loved how, like, the whole school got invested in his love story with Blue, and everybody was waiting at the Ferris wheel, like, waiting to see, like, who is it, like, oh my god, let's see them get together, and it was so cute, the big reveal. That was my favorite scene of the movie. It was my favorite.
Yeah, that was my favorite too, and I don't think I thought that it was, you know, as somebody who didn't read the books, I didn't see it coming.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't think that it was him. Initially, I did think, I obviously thought it was him, because they pretty much showed that it was him, and then, you know, that's how the movie went, where it would make you think, okay, it's this, like, he would imagine that it's this guy, and then he would imagine that's that guy, and it was like, alright, well, which one is it? It wasn't, like, predictable in that way. I thought that the reveal was really good.
Yeah, I thought it was so cute, though, when they kissed on top of the Ferris wheel, and I loved I love the quote about the Ferris wheel, and it just felt so bad for Simon, just riding this Ferris wheel, like, over and over, and it was his last ride that he finally came, and I thought that was really nice to see.
I wanted to see more of them together.
Me too, that's what I said, too, when I came out there, I'm like, I wanted, like, one more scene between between them, but that's fine. The Ferris wheel
was still a really cute ending.
It was very cute. I would have liked to see them with their... No, I would have liked to see them with Simon's family and like his family's reaction to meeting him or something.
At that.
I would have liked.
Well, I think that I think the book has more of that at the end of like more with them and not so much just like because the movie ended really like abruptly after they got together, I feel like.
Yeah. But I thought that all of the characters had a lot of depth to their story too. Even Martin, I thought, had a lot of depth too, because he was kind of looking for acceptance too in a different way. Like, you know, you had Simon obviously looking for that acceptance of being gay, but then you had, I think Martin was looking for acceptance of being himself. Like, he says to him,
he's like, I don't want you to change me.
Yeah, he's like, no, I don't want you to change me. I just want you to get her to like me for me. And I thought that was really, like...
he never wanted to change himself for the girl. Yeah. He just wanted... I
thought that was a different touch, because a lot of times in these movies, you know, they'll make the guy kind of, like, change... I don't know, I like that they didn't make him... They kind of kept him himself too,
and his annoying self.
Yeah, I mean, he was really obnoxious, but he was funny. I thought he was he was the comedic relief. Like, I liked the scene when they were in the diner at the Waffle House, and he stands up and he has Abby scream out, you know, I deserve a goddamn superhero. I loved that scene. I thought that was a great scene, and I love that line too. And
all of the friends kind of had like this like perks of being a wallflower feel kind of.
It really reminded me of Perks.
Like all the friends. Yeah, so that's pretty much I think our thoughts. We really enjoyed it, and yeah, I would definitely go see it again when it actually comes out, because
I know
we're filming this in January, so we got to see it really early.
Yes.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really sweet.
Let me know what your favorite scenes are down in the comments below. What was your favorite scene? I think mine was the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel was the best.
Ending, yeah.
The ending was the cutest thing. So
and I like Nick Robinson singing Justin Bieber.
Basically, yeah.
Let us know what you thought down below, and if you enjoyed this review, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more movie reviews.
You can also follow us on Twitter, Snapchat, and Stardust. We are at City of the Feels.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Bye!